Learn English to Gujarati. Act proactively and
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
welcome, brave future genius. Hey, you are about to learn some seriously smart English and Gujarati phrases without falling asleep on your keyboard. Let's make your brain feel productive and mildly entertained. Today you will meet 8 powerful ideas. You will learn how to say
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું.
for act proactively,
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
for think in a future-oriented way,
ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું.
for proceed in a structured way and
હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું.
for work purposefully. You will also practice
આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો. ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું. નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
and
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
in short, you are not just learning words. You are becoming the kind of person who sounds calm in meetings while everyone else is emotionally wrestling a spreadsheet. The office of heroic competence. Imagine this. Monday morning, coffee is weak, deadlines are strong, and the printer has chosen chaos. Perfect learning conditions. Maya walks into the office and decides to
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું.
She sends reminders early, checks the broken file before the meeting, and prevents 3 disasters before breakfast. Her coworker Raj tries to survive by staring at the ceiling, but Maya prefers to
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
She asks, what will happen next week? What could go wrong? Why is the intern smiling like that? Then the team chooses to
ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું.
Step 1, define the problem. Step 2, stop panicking. Step 3, definitely stop panicking. Finally, everyone agrees to
હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું.
not random work, not dramatic work, purposeful work. The kind of work that says, I have a plan, instead of, I opened 12 tabs and now I live here. Sharp mind, kind voice. Now let's make you sound intelligent without sounding like a robot lawyer from the future. Though honestly, that would also be impressive. A smart learner does not believe everything immediately. A smart learner.
આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો.
If someone says, this app will change your life, you can smile and think, maybe. Or maybe it just changes my battery percentage. When problems appear, you do not just complain artistically. You.
ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું.
That means looking for answers instead of building a museum of excuses. In a debate, try to
નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
use facts, stay calm, and avoid turning a discussion into a cooking show where everything gets too hot. And when a topic is sensitive, it helps to
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
in other words, phrase something carefully. Not every truth needs to arrive wearing heavy boots. Mini dialogue with maximum drama. Listen to this short scene and enjoy how quickly workplace philosophy can sound like a comedy sketch. Manager, we may have a problem tomorrow. Team leader, then today we should.
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું.
Analyst, we also need to.
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
If we ignore next month will not ignore us. Project coordinator, good, let's
ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું.
one step at a time, and nobody touch the mystery folder. Intern, I can help. I want to.
હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું.
Not just click things with confidence. Researcher, before we accept these numbers, we should.
આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો.
The chart looks suspiciously cheerful. Mediator, agreed, but let's.
ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું.
We need fixes, not a festival of blame. Lawyer, and in the meeting, we must.
નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
Facts first, dramatic size second. Communications lead, also, please.
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
Last time your email sounded like a threat written by a disappointed toaster. Quick memory tricks. Let's glue these phrases into your memory with images that are useful, weird, or both. Weird is often better. For act proactively, picture a squirrel preparing snacks for 5 winters. That is.
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું.
For think in a future-oriented way, imagine binoculars pointed at tomorrow. That is.
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
For proceed in a structured way, see neat folders and clear steps on the floor. That is.
ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું.
For work purposefully, imagine a laser beam instead of a flickering candle. That is.
હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું.
For critically question, see a giant question mark examining a headline with a magnifying glass. That is.
આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો.
For stay solution-oriented, picture a flashlight in a dark room. That is.
ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું.
For to argue objectively, imagine balanced scales in a courtroom. That is.
નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
For phrase something in a nuanced way, imagine delicate words arranged like silk on a table. That is.
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
Your speaking challenge. Now it's your turn. You do not need perfection. You just need courage, a voice, and maybe a little dramatic confidence. Say in English, then Gujarati, act proactively.
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું.
Say, think in a future-oriented way.
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
Say, proceed in a structured way.
ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું.
Say, work purposefully.
હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું.
Say, critically question.
આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો.
Say, stay solution-oriented.
ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું.
Say, to argue objectively.
નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
Say, phrase something in a nuanced way.
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
Funny final review. Before we finish, let's do one last cheerful sprint through the vocabulary. No actual running required. If you prepare early, you.
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું.
If you think about tomorrow, you.
ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું.
If you take clear steps, you.
ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું.
If you focus on the goal, you.
હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું.
If you examine claims carefully, you.
આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો.
If you look for answers, you.
ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું.
If you stay fair in debate, you.
નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
If you speak with care, you.
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
Congratulations. You now sound like a thoughtful professional instead of a confused raccoon with Wi-Fi. Goodbye for now. Nice work today. You trained your ears, your memory, and your inner wise team leader. Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing these English and Gujarati phrases out loud.
પ્રોએક્ટિવ રીતે કાર્ય કરવું. ભવિષ્યલક્ષી રીતે વિચારવું. ગોઠવણપૂર્વક આગળ વધવું. હેતુપૂર્વક કામ કરવું. આલોચનાત્મક રીતે પ્રશ્ન કરવો. ઉકેલલક્ષી રહેવું. નિષ્પક્ષપણે દલીલ કરવી.
And.
સૂક્ષ્મ રીતે શબ્દબદ્ધ કરવું.
Practice a little every day, use them in real situations, and come back anytime. You've got this.